Dear students, today I am going to explain plant life cycles and alternation of generation. Both in animals and plants, we will see haploid cells as well as diploid cells. In animal cells, generally we cannot see haploid cells dividing further. For example, sperm is a haploid cell which cannot divide further. But in plants, haploid as well as diploid both can divide by mitosis. Because of this ability, in the plants, different plant bodies are produced. They are haploid and diploid. Gametophyte is a haploid plant body. Sporophyte is a diploid plant body. Sporophyte produces gametophyte, gametophyte produces sporophyte, which we call it as an alternation of generation. This will be seen in any sexually reproducing plants. Sporophyte, which is diploid. This sporophyte plant body produces spores, which are haploid, by the process of sporic meiosis. Sporic meiosis. Sporophyte, diploid, spores, haploid. These spores produces gametophyte by mitosis. Gametophytes are haploid. Gametophyte, see the name here. In this, gamete is there. That means gametophyte produces gametes. They are male and female gametes. This process is called as an gametogenesis. These gametes, male and female, fuse together to produce diploid zygote. This fusion is called as an syngamy. This diploid zygote undergo mitosis to produce sporophyte. Sporophyte produces spores. Gametophyte produces sporophytes. So this is what called as an alternation of generation. That means sporophyte alternates with gametophyte, gametophyte alternates with sporophyte. In your NEET examination, question will be asked, which is the first cell of gametophyte? Then the answer should be spores, which are haploid. Which are the last cells or final cells of gametophyte? They are gametes. They are gametes. Then let me use this slide, life cycle of angiosperm, where in angiosperm plants, male sex organ is androecium, female sex organ is gynoecium. So, unit of androecium is stamen, which contain anther, filament, which are connected by connective. In bilobed anther, microspore mother cells are present. In microsporangium, they will undergo meiosis to produce microspore. This process is called as an microsporogenesis. Then microspore tetrad, whatever is there one callose wall is there that will break, by that pollen grains are released. If you come to female sex organ called as an gynoecium, units are carpels, which carpel contain stigma, style, ovary. Parts of a carpel, stigma, style, ovary. In ovary, ovule present. In the ovule structure, when you see, outer integument is present, inner integument is there, inside inner integument nucellus is there, and their megaspore mother cell undergo meiosis. Megaspore mother cell undergo meiosis to produce megaspore. This process of formation of megaspore from megaspore mother cell is called as an megasporogenesis. This megaspore gradually develops into embryo sac, that is matured embryo sac or female gametophyte, which contain antipodals, two synergids, one egg cell, and polar nuclei. When pollination takes place, that means pollen grain dusted on the stigma, if they are compatible, then pollen grain produces pollen tube where generative cell produces two male gametes. One male gamete fuses with the egg cell, that we call it as an syngamy or fertilization. By that zygote is produced. Another male gamete fuses with polar nuclei to produce primary endosperm nuclei, 10. So whatever first gamete fuses with the egg cell, it will produce zygote. This process is called as an syngamy. Then zygote gradually undergo the development, embryogenesis we call it as an. Then by that sporophyte is produced. See there, here gametes are there. Those gametes will produce sporophyte. Wherever gametes are there, gamete producing plant body, gametophyte. That gametophyte produces sporophyte. Sporophyte produces gametophyte. This is what called as an alternation of generation. In a pattern of life cycles, three types we can see it out: haplontic, diplontic, haplodiplontic types. First, let me come to haplontic life cycle. In haplontic life cycle, sporophyte is not present. See the diagram here. That means, where is the sporophyte then? Sporophyte is represented by single-celled diploid zygote. This zygote undergo meiosis. Which meiosis? Zygotic. Zygotic meiosis to produce haploid spores. These spores undergo mitosis to produce gametophyte, which is haploid. This gametophyte is dominant, independent, free living. Gametophyte produces gametes. That process is called as an gametogenesis. Then male and female gametes fuses. That process is called as an syngamy. Already I explained about this. By the syngamy, zygote is produced. See, this is the life cycle. See here, diploid condition is very less. Haploid part is large. That's why it is called as an haplontic life cycle. Which are the examples? Many algae, especially green algae such as Chlamydomonas, Chara, Spirogyra, Ulothrix, Volvox. How to remember this? You know that SUV car is there. Each car contain, you can say the capacity 100 cc, I mean to say that 1000 cc, 1500 cc. So trick you have to use to remember this. This is very important for NEET examination. C. Chlamydomonas. Another C. Cara. S. Spirogyra. U. Ulothrix. V. Volvox. One more example also you have to remember. You can make it U square, where one more U is Ustilago. Which is smut, fungi, which is smut. And this is very easy way to remember. Still, if you are feeling difficult, you can take one more trick, that is S, UC, VC. S, UC, VC. What is S? S is Spirogyra. U, Ulothrix. You have to make it square, that is Ustilago. C. Cara. V. Volvox. Another C. Chlamydomonas. So S, U, C, V, C. S. Spirogyra. U. Ulothrix. Another U. Ustilago. C. Cara. V. Volvox. C. Chlamydomonas. So it is very easy way to remember. Second life cycle, diplontic life cycle. Here sporophyte is there. In haplontic life cycle, sporophyte is represented by single-celled zygote, but in diplontic life cycle, sporophyte is the main plant body, dominant plant body. This sporophyte undergo meiosis to produce spores. Those will produce gametophyte. Gametophyte are haploid. Gametophyte, in this gametogenesis takes place. By that two types of gametes are produced, male and female. When they fuse, syngamy takes place. By this diploid zygote is produced. This diploid zygote produces sporophyte. See here, which part is larger here? See, diploid part is large, that's why it is called as an diplontic. Haploid part is less. Diploid is large, that's why diplontic. So, which is dominant in diplontic? Sporophyte is dominant, photosynthetic, independent phase. Then how is a gametophyte? Gametophyte will reduce, which will be single or fused-celled. Gametophyte is single or fused-celled. Which are the examples? Examples are gymnosperms, mainly gymnosperms and angiosperms. What are these? These are the seed-bearing plants. All seed-bearing plants, or you can call it as an spermatophytes. Spermatophytes. So, gymnosperms, angiosperms are the main examples. Exception is there. Many algae are haplontic, but brown algae called as an fucus is diplontic. Fucus is diplontic. What is the trick to remember the examples? Gudbird, ice cream. Gudbird. G, gymnosperm. A, angiosperm. D, diatom. B, A, brown algae. Which is brown algae? Fucus. D, diplontic. D, diplontic. Haplodiplontic life cycle. Next, third one is haplodiplontic life cycle. See, haploid, diploid. So, both names are there. That means it is intermediate between haplontic and diplontic. Intermediate between haplontic, diplontic. Here sporophyte is diploid, gametophyte is haploid. Both sporophyte and gametophyte are multicellular. Then how you will decide if both are multicellular? How you will decide which is dominant? That depends on period of life cycle, length of life cycle. If short life cycle is there, that is not dominant. If long life cycle is there, that is dominant. So here sporophyte produces spores by meiosis, sporic meiosis. These spores produces gametophyte. Gametophyte, in this gametogenesis takes place where male and female gamete fuses. By that zygote is produced. This zygote produces sporophyte. So here diploid part, haploid part, both are equal. Both are equal. That's why it is called a haplodiplontic life cycle. What is this? This is intermediate condition where sporophyte and gametophyte both are multicellular. Then which are the examples? Bryophytes, pteridophytes. In bryophytes, which is dominant? Photosynthetic. That will be gametophyte. Bryophytes, dominant will be gametophyte. Dominant, independent, photosynthetic, thalloid, erect phase. Then how is sporophyte? It is short-lived. In bryophyte it will be short-lived. Then this sporophyte depends on gametophyte either totally or partially for the anchorage and nutrition. If you come to pteridophyte, dominant photosynthetic independent phase will be diploid sporophyte. Sporophyte alternates with gametophyte, which are saprophytic or autotrophic, which are short-lived, independent. Which are the example for haplodiplontic? Bryophytes, where gametophyte is dominant. Pteridophyte, sporophyte is dominant. Even some algae will be there, like Ectocarpus, Polysiphonia, kelp. So how to remember? How to remember examples for that trick? You can use it. What is the trick? Kelp, you have seen it already. Kelp. What is kelp? Kelp is brown algae. So B bryophyte, K kelp, E Ectocarpus, L laminaria, P pteridophyte. In this kelp, Ectocarpus, laminaria are brown algae. Some red algae like Polysiphonia is also example. Green algae like Ulva, Cladophora are also example. Altogether, how you have to remember the name? For that also one trick is made over there. B P U C kelp. B means bryophyte, P means Polysiphonia, U means Ulva, C means Cladophora, K kelp, E Ectocarpus, L laminaria, P pteridophytes. So B you can remember like this: Bharat, please UC kelp. Bharat, please UC kelp. This is a very easiest trick. With this, let me enter into questions. Life cycle of first question. Life cycle of Ectocarpus, Fucus respectively are. Both are brown algae. Both are brown algae. Where in Ectocarpus, haplodiplontic life cycle takes place. In Fucus, diplontic life cycle takes place. That's why answer is 2. haplodiplontic, diplontic. Second question, which one has the largest gametophyte? See, in plant kingdom, from bryophyte, pteridophyte, if you come over there, gradually gametophyte will reduce. Which is dominant? Where gametophyte is dominant? Algae and bryophyte. Algae and bryophytes. But in this, they have not 4 options, whatever they have given. There is no algae. So, there is no question of algae. Cycas comes under gymnosperm. So, this is wrong. Selaginella, pteridophyte. This is also wrong. Angiosperm, sporophyte is dominant. This is also wrong. So, Mosses, bryophyte is the answer. Mosses, bryophytes, gametophyte is the dominant, which is largest. Third one, which of the following has haplontic life cycle? Answer for this is Ustulago. Already I explained it. It is smut fungi which contain haplontic life cycle, parasite on the grass it is. Fucus is diplontic, wheat, angiosperm, so there should be a, you can say, what is that? Diplontic life cycle should be present over there. Laminaria, brown algae, where you can say the haplodiplontic life cycle is there. So which is haplontic? Ustulago. Fourth one, compared with the gametophyte of the bryophytes, gametophyte of vascular plants are, they have, see question, you have to compare gametophyte of bryophyte and gametophyte of vascular plants, angiosperms and all. Gradually, what happens in evolution, gametophyte will reduce. How much larger it is there in bryophyte, it will be next pteridophyte, it will become smaller, still more smaller in gymnosperm, still more smaller in angiosperm. So answer for fourth question will be, you can say, smaller, but sex organs are larger. Fifth question, male and female gametophytes are independent and free living in. Gametophyte, if it becomes free living, independent, it has to be dominant. Where dominancy of gametophyte you have seen, one is algae, second one is bryophyte. In this you check it out. Mustard is angiosperm, so cancel. Castor is angiosperm, cancel. Pinus, gymnosperm, cancel. Sphagnum, that is bryophyte. Answer is fourth one. Sixth question, zygotic meiosis occurs in only zygotic meiosis. Already I explained in haplontic life cycle where many algae. Next one, seventh one. Here some 3 diagrams they have given. We have to identify which are these diagrams, whether these are haplontic, diplontic, haplodiplontic. See, first one, very important trick, which area is larger? Diplontic is larger, so it is diplontic. Here both diplontic as well as haplontic both are same, so haplodiplontic. Third one is haploid content is more, so it is haploid. So which is the answer for seventh one? Third option. Third option is correct. Third option is right. Eighth question, let me come to assertion and reasons. In this assertion and reason, they will give like this. Assertion they will give, whether it is true or not you have to identify. Reason they will give, whether it is true or not you have to see. Next, if both are true, whether reason is correct explanation of assertion or not you have to check. See, first option they have given, both assertion and reason are true and reason is correct explanation. Next one, if both assertion and reason are true, but reason is not correct explanation. Third one, assertion is right, but reason is false. Fourth one, both are assertion, reason, both are wrong, false. So eighth question, let me take. Assertion, volvox, which is algae, show diplontic. Diplontic. This is wrong, because in algae, many algae, especially volvox and all, what is present? Haplontic. So it is wrong. The assertion is wrong. They show free living sporophyte. If haplontic life cycle, sporophyte cannot be free living over there, or it cannot be dominant. So this is also wrong. Both are wrong. Eighth question, both are wrong. So answer is fourth. Ninth one, assertion. Most algae show haplontic life cycle. Yes, right. It is right. They show free living sporophyte. This is wrong. Sporophyte will not be there in algae. Gametophyte is a dominant. Gametophyte is free living, not sporophyte. So which is the answer for ninth one? Third one. Assertion is true, but reason is false. Then last question, 10th question. Assertion. Most algae show haplontic type of life cycle. That is right. A fucus alga, brown alga, show diplontic life cycle. This is also right. Both are right. But reason is not correct explanation of assertion. That's why answer is 2. So for 8th one, 4th is the answer. For 9th one, 3rd is the answer. For 10th one, 2nd is the answer. Thank you.